to another episode of PoldarkDish. I'm Marlise.
And I'm Elyse.
And today we're going to be dishing about Poldark Season 3,
Episode 9, the
finale! Oh, but first, a little recap. Prudy and Folly are drinking and singing songs at the cliffs. 99 bottles of ale on the wall, 99 bottles of ale. Take one down and pass it around.
I think I spy a sail. Is this a budding romance?
No time for that.
You're gonna get French! Frenchies! Frenchies! Ah! Sir Francis gathers the troops.
Cornwall's not prepared.
Men with military experience have to train up the locals.
They can't get caught with their pants down.
Well, maybe Ross can.
Oh. Meanwhile, lost in La La Land.
Demelza is reading poetry by Charmitage. Wormy returns to Trenwith.
On the way home, he spots Ross at Drakecake's little smithy shop.
And Omi asks Elizabeth, what the hell is Ross doing near my property?
And she tells him to get a grip and stop with the Ross obsession already. Yeah. Freak. But Wormleggin has an evil plan.
He asks his number 2, Harry the Henchman, to find ways to drive out Drake so that he can resume his plans to take over the world.
1,000,000 ways.
Dr. Eye Candy says Morwenna is getting better.
But he tells Witless to lay off her for another few months.
Sister wife Hoella starts flashing her piggies and gets a rise out of Witless.
They have sex so loud Aunt Aggie can hear them from her grave.
What the hell is all that racket up there? Can't I rest in peace?
Captain Ross is training up the troops.
He tells them that they will obey his every command.
Yes, sir.
Thali is not happy.
Wormy is not happy and tells Sir Francis that Ross can't be trusted.
Sir Francis is not happy and tells Wormy that he has voted against everything that will help the poor.
Ain't nobody happy in Cornwall.
Sister wife Hoella tells Reverend Witless she's got a little surprise for him.
Herbie, don't preach. There's something you don't know. Herbie, don't preach. Stop sucking on my toes. 'Cause I've got some news. So I'm carrying your baby. I'm gonna have your baby. Ooh. Someone has vandalized Drakecake's pad.
Demel suspects it's Wormleggin.
But Ross says there ain't no proof, and I got bigger things to worry about.
Spare me this fight. Charmitage's sight is fading fast.
And Dr. Eye Candy says you better start accepting it.
And you can't have my best friend's wife.
No way. Hoella says she can marry Arthur, the ginger librarian.
For a price.
1,000 pounds.
Tightwad says that he would suck his toes before he'd pay that.
Yeah.
During their daily fireside chat,
Demelza tells Ross, stand up for justice or all hell's gonna break loose.
but Ross says, I will not be your hero. Look elsewhere.
Oh, convenient, because that's what she's about to do. Nasty bastard Harry the Henchman is burning down the house.
He sets fire to Drakecake's smithy.
So Drake takes matters in his own hands and he goes to see Elizabeth.
But Wormleggin sees him and drives him away. Elizabeth finally stands up to Wormleggin.
She tells him to stop picking on poor Drake cakes.
But he's given me a bad case of toad in the hole.
Can't you leap past this?
I'm hopping mad.
Harry and his henchmen beat the crap out of poor Drake cakes.
Not the face.
When Hoella fails to negotiate a price with Witless,
She tells him that she's written to the bishop about her predicament.
they'll never believe you, my dear.
I did mention that nasty-ass mole you have on your left cheek that's shaped like a piggy tail.
Ooh, that one.
Yes, that one. Poor Morwenna overhears everything.
Did she just call him Ozzy?
Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy!
Ew, ew, ew!
Sammy and Demelza find Drakecake's face down in the pond scum.
Dr. Eye Candy says he's lucky to be alive.
Samson, the preacher man, gets angry and he gets the villagers all worked up.
Demelza has a visitor at Trenwith.
Prudy gets out her cougar pom-poms to cheer her on.
But Demelza says, I gotta be good. After all, Ross gave up Elizabeth for me, right?
Oh, hell no, he didn't. I just saw him sucking her face off in the church. Ooh. After getting Hoella out of his hair,
Witless turns back to Morwenna.
to avail himself.
But girlfriend has grown a set of cojones.
And she tells him to get the hell out or she'll kill his kid.
Because she ain't stupid.
And she ain't deaf.
Demelza confronts Ross about the business he had at Aggie's grave.
It's not what you think, he says.
I think you can't stop thinking of the bitch at Trenwith.
Oh, then it is what you think. Demelza is a woman on a mission.
Off to have her revenge sex with Charmitage.
She finds him waiting for her in the barn.
Which is a good place because she wants to ride him like a stallion.
Giddy.
Charmy tells Demelza that even though Ross is a friend and a savior,
I'll be blind in 6 months, so, could we have sex?
if I had a dime for every time I heard that one.
Shit. They find a nice patch of grass to lie down in.
Me and Mrs. Poldark, Mrs. Poldark, Mrs. Poldark, Mrs. Poldark. We got a thing going on. Ross Ross receives word that there's a threat in Cornwall.
His men are armed and ready to fight.
But it's Tholly and an army of villagers, not the French.
Tholly mumbles something about grain.
Someone here with the grain!
I'm sorry, I don't understand you.
I'm feeling starving!
That grain is not yours, it's Wormleggins, and I'm here to protect... Make 'em pay! Make 'em pay!
I guess he does sort of look like you.
Judas Ross, no!
May I have your wife's toes? If you don't want them.
I find Ross Poldark guilty. Guilty! Guilty!
Hey, shoulda get off the pot already.
We love Ross, he's our guy. Take off your shirt and grab a side. Wait a minute. What am I saying? I've been an idiot. Of course I'll run for MP. Yay!
Elizabeth takes Ross's advice and confronts Wormleggin about his suspicions.
And now another episode of As the Worm Turns.
Elizabeth,
George, what are your suspicions?
I believe that you still love Ross.
What else is new?
And I believe that Valentine is not mine. Do you deny it?
I swear, I've never given myself to anyone but you and Francis.
Not Ross.
Never freely given myself to anyone but you and Francis.
Never Ross.
Never freely. Are you crying?
No.
Collect yourself. There's no crying at Trentwood.
Then I'd better take a walk along the beach. I need a little me time.
Oh, you sissy. Grow a pair. Stop it.
I'm so happy.
Tune in next time to As the Worm Turns.
Sweet Caroline and Dr. Candy are saying sweet nothings to one another.
It's so damn sweet, even Horace the pug can't take it. Ross arrives home and wonders where Demelza is.
And Prudy says, do I know?
Yes, Prudy, you aided and abetted.
Ross runs out to the cove to look for Demelza.
Instead, he finds Wormleggin.
Cornwall's two greatest enemies.
I hope he has a toad in his pocket.
And now it's time for Apathy Theater.
You fell for my prank. Your militia protected my grain. My wife loves me. My son and career are fabulous. What about you?
Valentine is mine. Are you crying? There's no crying in Cornwall.
This has been Apathy Theater.
Someone leaves Morwenna flowers on the porch.
They're from Drake Cakes, who's hiding behind the fence.
She says, I love you, wherever you are.
Right here behind the fence.
Can't see you.
Still here.
Still can't see you.
Still here.
All right, this is what goes down in the last scene.
Everybody in Empire is snoring like chainsaws.
Yeah, everybody except Ross, that is.
Reeking of Burberry cologne, Demelza does the walk of shame right into their bedroom.
That bitch is a hoe.
Oh my God, her face says it all.
And apparently, Armitage wasn't all that, if you know what I mean, huh?
Ross,
Right?
he asked for the details, right?
Hey, don't ask, don't tell.
Because
What happens in Cornwall stays in Cornwall.
You know, it was really an act of charity.
What the hell is she doing poking the blind guy
blind.
when she's got the hunk of Cornwall in her bag?
It was a pity
What the
vote.
hell is she thinking? And Ross and Demelza end season 3 in bed together.
Just as we like them.
Rawr.
Help support your favorite Cornwall Cougars and the team at PoldarkDish. Get your PoldarkDish tea today. 2 designs to choose from: Cornwall Cougars Rawr or everyone's favorite reenactment skit, As the Worm Turns. For more information, visit the PoldarkDish page at www.theanglophileChannel.com. Your support will help keep our show going. Thanks for watching.
So don't forget to order one of your PoldarkDish Cornwall Cougar t-shirts.
Without your support, none of this would be possible.
Oh, I can't believe season 3 is over.
What a place to leave us! Why are you leaving us here? This isn't fair!
Well, they're back together again.
Yeah, kind of, but
They both got their hall pass, and so maybe they both got it out.
I don't know.
Do you think it's just her getting it out of her system, or?
I think she was angry, and Puppy Boy is there
You know,
looking
yeah,
at her
he's
with
very
his sight,
puppy
the
dog.
light that fails,
I
and
mean,
his
if you put the
poetry.
two of them together, Mr. Burberry and Ross.
Okay, he's a beautiful man, but
He's
still
gorgeous. But
it's-
you got Ross, hunky Ross there with the sexy scything. I don't know.
Yeah, and
And, you know,
then-
they've been
and
canoodling.
Prudy, what were you doing? Oh my
Prudy is an
goodness.
accomplice.
I know.
Oh my
she's
God, she
giving
was
her the nudge, and
completely nudging her along and encouraging that.
And it was kind of strange because like there's a voiceover and they're walking through the fields, but then there's dialogue together, so it had this weird sort of dreamy feel. So then
Yes.
for a minute, because things have been happening in the last couple episodes, I'm thinking, is this a dream? Is this not really happening? But
Right.
no, it happens.
I don't know. Well, listen, now they're going to have this thing between them. They've got the Elizabeth thing and now the Armitage thing. So
Yeah.
how do they move forward from this?
I
And
don't
then,
know.
you know, well, then their life that, hey, look, he wants to run for Parliament. All of a sudden, he's decided
Yeah, he's seen the
that
light.
he's
And that
finally
was-
going to stand up for the poor people
Yeah.
who he always wanted to help anyway.
But that was a very
this-
dramatic kind of road to Damascus
Yes.
moment. I mean, everyone's standing there, and Sam and Thali and
Yeah.
people from the village and everything. And then suddenly he's having his
His
countdown.
epiphany, aha moment.
And,
yes.
Yeah, and then like I will run for Parliament. You know what? They're still hungry.
How
They
long-
still want that grain. Aren't you going to let them in? Have
I know,
that
they
grain?
went home kind of fast. They're like, oh, good.
Yeah,
He's going to
all right,
run. Let's
yeah.
go home. Oh.
We're still hungry. Yeah.
George and Elizabeth. Okay. Yes. Girlfriend got him to his knees. I mean, I
Yeah.
was impressed with Elizabeth in this scene. She finally stands up for him and says, "Listen, you know, I hate your vile ways and your cruel ways and how you're treating people.
Yeah,
And this
dismiss
has gotta
Tom Harry.
Yes, it's got to stop."
But
She
Jack
stood up there.
Farthing just acted the hell out of that scene.
I
I've got to
wonder
say, he's
if
impressive.
When we were on
Yeah.
set, he had this really emotional day and, didn't have a whole lot of time for extracurricular stuff because he was
Yeah.
really focusing on his work. And I wonder if this was that scene because, boy, he blew this out of the water.
Yeah,
It was
that
amazing.
and the Aunt Aggie scene, we know
Yeah.
that happened that day. He could have had this whole thing
Yeah.
in one day.
Really
because,
great work this whole season
Yeah.
by Jack Farthing.
Yeah, well, we saw him working on the courtroom scene, and he is a consummate pro.
Yeah,
So,
he
yeah, he was
absolutely is.
focused.
So hats off to him. Everybody this season did an amazing job. We're going to
Okay.
absolutely miss Caroline Blakiston in the
Yes,
series. We're
yes.
going to miss her, and obviously John Hollingsworth, who played
Captain Henshaw.
So we said goodbye to a couple of characters this year.
Yeah, I mean, even Caroline and Dr. Eye Candy, they had their problems this season.
They are, but
even
they're all
this
lovey-dovey.
episode, she's like, hey, bonbons. He's like, they're bad for you. Suddenly he's Doc Martin. I don't
Catch
know.
that.
So,
I was just remarking how beautiful they are.
They
and then
are
the pug
beautiful.
is like,
They're
all right,
beautiful
enough
people."
already. But anyway, right? Amazing.
it's an
season.
amazing season. I'm exhausted.
I know. We're so sad to see it go. We don't know what we're going to do with ourselves. But listen,
Read the
Poldark,
books.
yes, that. But Poldark Dish is not going away. We still have to bring to you our journey to Poldark, which is going to be all our little iPhone video and backstage content on our visit to the set of Poldark last winter.
Yes, December.
Exactly. And our interviews with the cast of Poldark are already up and there for you to see. And this is just going to be a little behind the scenes of what it was like being on the set, getting in hair and makeup and all of it. And so we just want to thank, once again, we want to thank Damien Timmer for making it all happen. Damien from day one, Karen Thrussell and Debbie Horsfield, they have been amazing supporters of our show and the whole Anglophile channel. So thank you so much
Yeah, and
for
all the
opening
people
those doors
who,
for us.
all the people who took care of us on
And
the set.
everybody who took care of us, Rupesh Parekh, I hope I said your name right. Rupesh Parekh
Rupesh is right.
is adorable because he set up the whole week that we were there and made sure that we were taken care of.
Yes.
And then Ellie, thank you so much, Ellie, she was our host the whole week. So we're
Yeah.
going to tell you all about our experience and everything coming up in a Journey to Poldark special. So please stay tuned to this channel and to all our Facebook pages. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at PoldarkDish and at Anglophile TV.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Exactly.
Follow us on Facebook.
And you will not miss a thing. And now we have one more prize to give away for this season to thank you all for your dedicated viewing and for all the amazing comments and tweets that you have left us. We have continued to put them here in our basket, which has grown each week. And this week, what do we have to give away?
We have The World of Poldark, signed by Aidan Turner on the front and on the inside cover.
Because he couldn't stop signing things for us, and we
He's
love him
awesome.
for that.
He was incredible.
He was amazing. So here we go. Some lucky winner is going to get this. Elyse, I'm going to have you do the drawing.
Okay.
Good luck, everyone.
I have a winner.
Okay.
Oh. Gracia 26. Hi, ladies. I never miss any of your shows. Love, 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 love you. I'm going to miss Aunt Agatha. We are too.
We are too. Congratulations. This book will be on its way to you. Signed by Mr. Aidan Turner. And thank you so much for being a PoldarkDish fan and viewer. We absolutely love you. I can't believe it's come to the end. This season has gone by so fast.
It's a whirlwind.
It has been a whirlwind. So signing off for one final time this season, I'm Marlise.
And I'm Elyse.
And we're the
PoldarkDish.
Rawr.
You know, he didn't have his shirt off in any of this last episode.
Oh my God, no shirtless scenes. Write that in.